What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Rex Righteous, and I'm back with another Raf rant. All right, so we got to see the true battle for the big fights, for the big belts of the heavyweight division, and it happened. And Fury dominated. Um, I feel like boxing won tonight. To be honest with you, it was great to see um, Fury showcase his power and his knockout style that he used to have back in the days. Because some people don't understand this, but Fury used to always fight this way. He was always coming at people, and then he started to mix it up when he got into the elite, and they started to put padding into the rings, and you know they started to do weird things, man. Like when you get to the elite level, people do weird things before you get into the ring. They question you, media pressuring you and stuff like that. And Fury did not show an inch of fear in his heart tonight. He dominated Wilder. I don't know if it's necessary to make a part three, uh, but to me, the only reason Fury would do this is, for the money, because he could just go ahead and drop Wilder again, do the same exact thing again. You know what I'm saying? He lives here. The top rank office is in Las Vegas. So, that's doable. But to me, I think there's a really small chance, maybe 10-15% chance that Tyson Fury takes that rematch. I don't see a reason for that because, he truly believed in his heart that the draw was a win for him and no one wanted to believe him. He was in California. It was a different time, different frame of things. Joshua was still undefeated at that time, but now he's not, and now he's got the belt back. And Fury is from the UK, so he's gonna want to fight Joshua, who is in the UK. That's my opinion. I think that's what his sight is gonna be on. It's just, boom. It's gonna be crazy. So they didn't want to have to deal with Wilder's side, but they dealt with them to make the fight because you know that belt is a necessary belt in any division. You have the WBC belt, you got power. You know what I'm saying? Now he's got the lineal and the WBC. He's super legitimized, super uh, on point. That's it. Like no one can say anything. He is the best heavyweight in the division, and probably soon to be the best fighter in the world if people give him the opportunity to showcase it. I think he should be at least top three now. For he's always been a great fighter to me, in my opinion. But either way, I just wanted to say um, my thoughts and my review on the fight. I noticed an enormous amount of pressure put on by Tyson Fury from the first round on. He was landing some big right hands and he was looping around Wilder, and it was getting to a point where it wasn't the speed, it was just the amount of pressure that Fury was putting on. And that was it for Wilder. He had no alternative. I thought that he was working on his speed, but his I guess the speed training did nothing because he showed none of that tonight. Was this the best Wilder I've seen? Um, no, because I think he had a little bit of fear in his heart. I think the pressure and the confusion of not knowing what to do, regardless if he had a game plan or not, worked against Wilder. If you see when Wilder's mad and he knows that he can beat the guy that's in front of him, or he's just like confident, he doesn't look like that. And the fact that he started the fight backing up, not a good look for Wilder. So that's how you know he had weaknesses in his game. And this is what a lot of us on social media, boxing networks, and stuff like that have said about Wilder's technique. His technique is limited. He's got that one punch power, and he's got a great chin. Those are the two things that have saved Wilder for his whole career. 40 wins and 39 knockouts and then one draw has gotten him this far. Congrats to you, Deontay Wilder. You deserve it. That was a great fight that you put on tonight. But when it came to actually landing punches and delivering blows and counter punching and doing the things that you do in boxing, which is slipping punches, moving, um, adjusting, uh, jabbing, he did none of that. He did none of it. He wasn't good at it. He didn't look like himself, and he looked like an average Joe out there. I'm sorry for Wilder fans, but it's just the truth. He did not look like a heavyweight champion out there, and that's what Fury did, was made him look like an average guy. Like I said, it's the pressure. It was the pressure. Fury came in more confident. He was more agile, more swift. He made Wilder miss, which made Wilder tired. He was slipping punches in those little hugging situations or whatever when they were like tied up. Supposedly Wilder came in heavier or whatever, but you know, there's a lot of critiquing on Wilder, being that they say that he's a cruiserweight blown up and stuff, and I agree with that. But at the same time, he's been a heavyweight fighter for a while too. So whether he was ready or not, or he came in blown up or not, it doesn't matter. He's athletic enough. He's big enough, tall enough. He's won enough. He can handle this pressure from Fury. He just didn't handle it right tonight, and that's basically what it comes down to. It's like the playoffs. It's like any sport. You come in, you got to come in with whatever is going on. Whether something's happening in your life, you're sick, you're not feeling well, uh, whatever. You got to channel it and do the most perfect thing you can do in a fight to win it. And Fury looked like he came out of a cave. Like they just released a monster into the ring, because man, way two different people at that point. Like I said, when you're the champion, you got to show it. And showing it is not just defending yourself. Showing it is not just being there. Showing it is adjusting, man. That's being a champion. And we haven't seen that in a long time, because people don't defend their titles for long enough. People don't conquer enough. You got Usyk, he conquered, uh, you know, uh, but you got all these people dropping their titles and whatnot, and then moving here, moving there, moving up in weight, doing all this stuff. We don't have enough champions, long listing champions, and that is what Fury looks like it could be to me. You know what I'm saying? If you count the lineal title and all that, then obviously you're gonna think what I'm thinking is already happening. But that's how it looks like from this point out, that Fury's gonna defend that title just like he did tonight, and just how he has been fighting for the past few fights, even after Wilder, because he had like two fights after Wilder. So like the dude is putting on a showcase. He's in the midst of excellence right now. He's just doing it. He's just nonstop putting on pressure, adjusting, doing all the tricks that you're supposed to do as a fighter, and not giving a crap about the rings or the judges and the referee. All these problems going outside of the ring. He looked like he didn't care about anything but winning. And that's how you got to do it. So excellent, excellent, excellent job from the Gypsy King. The dude is unstoppable right now, unbeatable. I would like to see him versus Joshua, obviously, and I would like to see it quick, like in the summertime, like how Eddie Hearn tweeted right now. So let me know what you guys think. I'm out. What happens for Wilder? Should he fight Andy Ruiz next? Um, yeah, and also I want to say, for people on my channel, be proud of me. And why you subscribe to me, because I predicted that Fury would win by decision, and also I thought that he would win the first fight, and he got a draw when a lot of people thought that he won. So be proud that you're following me, because we're not BSing over here. We're stating facts. Again, people talking about why Wilder, why they stop the fight for Wilder. They shouldn't have stopped. They shouldn't have stopped the fight. It any later. I mean, think about it. It could have just turned out worse. Number two, look at the punch stats. There was almost no power punches from Wilder, and that's all he is that. You know, that's what his thing is. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just people don't want to admit. So if all the power is coming from Fury and he's the more skilled fighter, he's the one that moves and is more agile, the fight is over. You look at it in black and white, the fight is over. Okay? All them slips and stumbling and this I could see it from my TV, from where I was watching it. I could see Wilder's eyes like this, looking for help, like who do I have to make eye contact with so they could see that something's happening here that I can't control. Fury was on the ball. As soon as they would separate, referee would separate them. He's like, you know, on Wilder, just looking at him, staring at him, like seeing what he could do. You know what I'm saying? And the ref's like talking to him. He's like, "Yep, yep. I can't wait to punch him in the face. Can't wait to punch him in the face." And he just, as soon as he got that chance, bing, went through again. And when the round would be over, he would look at Wilder like, "You done yet? You got any more? Because I know you don't got any more." Because it was funny to me to see Wilder like going up against the ropes and like cocking his right hand, like his forearm and stuff, like if like, all right, I'm gonna do it now, I'm gonna do it, and nothing would happen because that's it. He took all the sting out of him. He took all the sting out of him, and Fury gave him the credit that he was a power puncher and everything. But once you dominate in many different ways that Wilder could never do, which it's it's a testimony to how dedicated he was to the power punching and how much he knew that's all that could work for him because he didn't want to try anything else. I think he's capable of trying to adjust and fight a technical fight like Fury, but it might be too late, and only he knows that. And him admitting that to himself, I respect that. Shout out to all the Bomb Squad fans, but it's time to admit that the Gypsy King is the champ. He is the king of the division. It is over. All right, this is how boxing works. This is how it's always been. And your man can still be a legend. He just got to keep fighting. And some people don't want to see that. So, until next time, folks, let's try to keep boxing alive. Shout out to everybody in the YTBC. Comment, like, share. Peace out.